away from me! Get the fuck away from me! Fuck!
I'm Bailey Rhodes, founder, co-owner, and course instructor at the Rhodes School of Wilderness Survival in Montana. We are now taking bookings for the June to August term of 3-day and 7-day courses. These cover everything that you will need to know to prevail in a potentially deadly lost in the wilderness scenario. From creating fire, to building shelter, obtaining food, and dealing with medical emergencies. I will show you exactly the skills that you should have before venturing on an extended trip into the great outdoors. So call us today, toll-free, on 555-SURVIVE to guarantee your place. But hurry, course positions are limited and have been known to sell out quickly due to popularity. If you're a hiker, a backpacker, or someone who just plain loves nature, you need this course. Do not go into the wilderness without it. So call us today, toll-free, on 555-SURVIVE. We're waiting to prepare you for your next great wilderness adventure. There. That's enough of that crap. This is Lolo National Forest in western Montana. It occupies an area of approximately 2 million acres. That's about 5,000 square miles of rough and unforgivable terrain. It's a spectacular and beautiful place for sure. That beauty can be deceptive, and it hides a harsh truth. It's easy to lose your way around here. And with a healthy population of brown and black bears, moose, wolves, coyotes, and even mountain lions, it's definitely not the type of place that you want to develop a confused sense of direction. I've come into this region here today with just my pack, 2 cameras, and a tripod to show you what to do if you ever find yourself in a situation where you strayed off the beaten track. I'm going to demonstrate exactly what it takes to endure in a harsh environment such as this until such time as you can facilitate your rescue or find your own way out, whichever comes first. Now, I may be an expert in all things outdoors, but for the next few days, I'm going to be playing the role of the lost hiker. Yeah, print that. It can happen to the best of us. One minute you know exactly where you are and where you're going, and the next, you're in a world of fear. You're afraid. You're disoriented. Panic is setting in. Rule number 1, stay calm. Rule number 2, stay alert. Try to find either a high point on your topography where you can survey your immediate area, or attempt to locate a river. If you're lucky enough to find one, follow it downriver with the flow. Follow it upriver, and you'll just end up getting even more lost and isolated. All it takes is one slip-up for a bad situation to become a disaster. And out here, you can't afford to be too careless. The great thing about being out here in this place is there's no shortage of water. But there are a few tips before obtaining fluid from a river that you will need to consider. Firstly, make sure it's flowing, like this one, and not stagnant. Secondly, do not take water from the river's edge, as rats and other vermin will often drink from there. The best position is to place your container a few feet out so it's in the actual flow. And thirdly, submerge your container at a specific point in the river where you'll avoid particles and debris that may be on the surface, but at the same time, avoiding silt that may have stirred up from the riverbed. The G-spot, as I like to call it. And lastly, boil it if you're still unsure. And on we go. This sign is a little reminder why you always have to be on your guard out here. This is bear country, home to the large grizzly and the smaller black bear. Rangers from the Forest Service put these signs up whenever one's being sighted in the area. And as you can see, this one contains some additional information such as time, day, and date. As it says, 2:30 p.m. May 3rd, which was 3 days ago. I should be okay, but I can't rest on my laurels. It could still be around. But the secret is to make plenty of noise as you move. Most bear attacks happen because the bears are often caught off guard and taken by surprise. But if you make a commotion as you walk, using heavy footsteps, talking to yourself, and even singing, you should be okay. I go into detail about exactly what to do in the event of an actual bear attack later on in this tutorial. It's late in the evening, and I've been a lost hiker for the entire day now. And it's been a long and grueling one. I'm tired, and I'm hungry. So I must resist the temptation to keep going. I have to stop. Rest and sleep is very important to anyone caught in a survival situation. If you travel at night, you run the risk of becoming even more lost. Bottom line, make camp and bed down for the night. Tomorrow is another day. Yeah, this spot here should do. When you're picking a site for your tent, choose wisely. Watch for loose branches overhead, and make sure you're not camping under any unstable trees. Widowmakers, they're called, as they can suddenly come down on top of you in a strong breeze. Also stay away from rivers that can overflow in heavy rains, and dry lake beds that are prone to flash floods. What the hell was that? Must have been a moose or something. There's plenty of them around here. Grizzlies have a powerfully developed sense of smell and can detect food being cooked from over a mile away. As I'll be preparing food later, I'm not going to be taking any chances. That's where this comes in, my anti-bear electric fence. Now I know what you're thinking. If I'm a lost hiker, why the fence, right? Well, this is a demonstration video, remember? And I'm not going to be taking any chances with my personal safety for anything. Obviously, if this was a real survival scenario, I'd be cooking my meals far away from my camp. And camp would be probably way up there, as high up off the forest floor as I could get. As you can see, the fence is now up and running. It will give me that extra peace of mind to sleep more soundly tonight. Shit. You know what? It might actually help if I turn the damn thing on. There we go. I know, it looks flimsy. First thing you wonder is, how can something like this keep out a grizzly, right? After all, if they're capable of ripping a car door open, what chance does this have? Well, these fences have been proven to be an effective deterrent against black bears and grizzlies. What you have to remember is bears are very sensitive to electric shocks. Chances are, if one touched his snout off this, he'd gallop a mile away from here and never come back. That's me done for the night. It's time for me to settle into my forest kingdom. You hear that? That's something else that reminds you you're out of your comfort zone. The local wildlife. Out here, you're back down the bottom of the food chain. But I'm not worried. I've got two effective deterrents. My electric fence and my fire. Fire is the one thing that'll keep predators away. Every animal has an innate fear of it. It seems they have some residual primordial memory of forest fires that's been passed on genetically through the generations. So they'll avoid any fire like the plague, which is very reassuring to a lost hiker. Though, in Africa, its use for protection is somewhat controversial. as it has been known to actually attract curious lions. Well, that concludes today's tutorial. Hope you can join me tomorrow. Time to settle in for the night.
But I don't get why you have to go all the way out there on your own to do this. Is that not defeating the whole point of having a survival school?
Honey, the school is in the red and has been for some time now.
Now for inclusion of the tutorial.
By making this video, I'll be giving them a little taste. It's a form of advertising and self-promotion. And I'll make dollars on sales, too.
There'll be no reason for people to attend your school if you're giving all your secrets away in a video.
That's the whole point, baby. The video is just a taster, and I'll be emphasizing that. In the end, there is no substitute for actual hands-on experience. I'll be stressing to gain all the knowledge that a person needs, they'll need to sign up. Trust me, they'll get the message.
Okay, if you say. So, are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be okay?
It's just that you're on your own out there with no weapons of any kind.
I've got my knives, and my tent is surrounded by an electric fence, which is an acknowledged deterrent.
They won't be any good if you're attacked by a pack of wolves.
Wolves don't just attack humans, and you know that. They'll actually go out of their way to avoid humans if at all possible. And besides, if a ranger finds me carrying a rifle out here without a hunting permit, he'll think I'm out poaching. Look, don't worry. Should the shit hit the fan, I've got my cell phone and a solar power charger. And as you can see, I'm getting a pretty good signal out here. I'll be okay.
Okay, darling. You know what you're doing, I guess. You have a good night now, you hear?
Will do, baby. I love you.
Love you.
Women. All you need to make fire are three things. A spindle, just a long piece of wood. The straighter, the better. As you can see, I've sheared it of any bark and jagged edges. A baseboard. I made that small triangular incision. That's to catch the embers resulting from the friction when the two are rubbed together. And lastly, some tinder to catch the sparks. This technique is called the hand drill method. Experts say when using this particular method, you should go with a hardwood against a soft. But in my experience, that doesn't give superior results. I find softwood against softwood works best. There's more to this particular method to start a fire when you don't have any matches. I go through all of them in detail on my courses. Ideally, you should try to master at least one. That way you have the confidence in knowing that you don't need any man-made materials to start a fire if faced with a potential life or death situation. Whew. No matter how many times I do this, I can tell you it doesn't get any easier. Hands are starting to ache a little bit now. Fingers are going to be covered in blisters tonight, that's for sure. Whew. Looks like I've got company. Hey, buddy, could you move a few feet either to the left or the right? I'd be much obliged. You see, I'm doing an instructional video. It's only supposed to be me out here. Two. Now there's two of them. Guys, please. I'm trying to shoot something here. I can't do it with both of you standing there, please. I think it's a big enough forest for the three of us. Please, guys, I'm asking. No, I'm requesting. I'm requesting that you please go about your business and let me finish my work here. Please. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day now. Well, that was weird. And more than a little bit strange. They had rifles. Probably just some redneck poachers that never even seen a camera before. I think I've done enough for now anyway. I'll resume again later on when I know for sure that Don Quixote and Sancho Panza have completely left the area. I know what you're thinking. Why is he all loaded up and on foot all of a sudden? Well, the truth is, rather than wait around to see if my two hick buddies were going to leave the area, I decided it'd be just as painless for me to move camp, which is what I'm doing. So I join you now as I trek deeper into Lolo National Forest in an attempt to get as far away from them and any other potential human intruders as possible. At least it'll give me the privacy to finish what I came here to do. Hey, these things happen. I'd be extremely naive if I thought I wouldn't bump into other hikers or hunters out here. All I can do is be flexible and prepared for the unexpected changes in plan.
Are you sure you can pull all this shit together, Todd? I'm serious. There's a lot of stuff here already.
Bailey, don't get your panties in a twist. You just keep shooting the material and let me worry about stitching it all together, okay?
But there's a ton of this shit here.
How many memory cards are we talking about?
3 so far.
That's about normal. But just be selective about what you record, okay? There's no point in shooting every piece of bullshit that goes on.
Right.
I may be the editor, but you will have to be the editor there at the location. Just plan what you shoot and think twice before you shoot it. Whatever you do, make sure to get the footage off the memory cards and onto the hard drive ASAP.
I get you, man.
That way, you'll have a clean card to record on each time.
Okay.
Now, how have things been so far?
Well, with the exception of having to up sticks and move camp, things couldn't be rosier.
What happened?
Just some poachers. You know the story.
Tell me about it. Hey, best of luck out there. Looking forward to reviewing all the material when you get back.
Thanks, man. Well, you heard him. We're officially being retired for the night. I've just been woken by the sound of sniffing footsteps outside. I think it's a grizzly coming around to inspect my camp. Man, is he in for a big surprise? Now you can see why I have my electric fence with me. Even though that flimsy little thing was all that stood between me and a 500-pound grizzly, it worked a treat. Oh man, that was so funny. Good night. It's early morning. I'm awake about 5 minutes. I come out to take my usual 6:30 a.m. piss, and I get a dawn surprise. I almost stepped in this thing this morning. Normally no big deal out here where there's lots of wildlife, except that scat doesn't belong to any animal. I'd say it's human. It seems those assholes from yesterday followed me here and came around last night while I slept. But that's not all. They've been pissing all over the place at this spot here. Even on the tent. The smell is pretty bad. I'm guessing it was a reprisal for me asking him to move on and let me finish my work yesterday. It may just be a tasteless one-off joke at my expense, but I'm not moving camp a second time, that's for sure. And I'm not going to sit back and wait for the same thing to happen again tonight. So, I'll be taking some steps to monitor their movements. That is, if they come around here again tonight. Chances are they won't. But either way, I'm going to be ready. Meanwhile, the show must go on. These are the claw marks of a grizzly, and a large one at that. As you can see, the marks are pretty darn high up there, actually. That will make the height of the bear right about here. Roughly 9 feet. Now that's one big son of a bitch. But with proper food resources, they can easily grow that large. Now, what if I was in a situation where that bear, or any bear, came charging at me right now? What would I do? What would you do? Well, firstly, you have to ask yourself, is it of the brown or the black species? Browns are recognizable by the shoulder hump on their back. If it's a brown, chances are it's just defensive posturing. Rolling into the fetal position during the attack might actually save your life. On the other hand, if it's a black, more than likely it's a predatory assault, meaning getting into a ball will make it that much more easier for him to eat you. And if all else fails, then you, my friend, will have no other option but to fight. There. I'm setting this hidden camera up on a tripod looking directly at my campsite, just in case those two assholes come snooping around here again tonight.
Is everything all right up there?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Only asking.
Well, I did have an encounter with a couple of redneck poachers yesterday, who then proceeded to take a shit on my doorstep this morning.
What? Are you sure?
Trust me, it was them. They're the only human contact I've had since I came out here. And the scat outside my door sure as hell wasn't from any animal. It was human. What the hell?
What's going on?
Hold on a minute, would you? Those redneck assholes. I had a bad feeling about them earlier, and now I can see I was right.
What's happening?
Gunshots. Either they're hunting game, which is illegal at this time of year, or they're trying to intimidate me. They're even close by, despite the fact that I hiked several hours into the heart of the forest just to get away from them.
So you think they're following you?
Yeah, I do.
What do you want me to do?
Don't do anything.
What? Billy?
I said don't do anything. Leave it to me. I'll notify the Forestry Service once I'm done here. In the meantime, there's no point in stirring up a hornet's nest while I'm in these assholes' territory.
The humans I'm more nervous about. I'm trying my best to sleep. I'm constantly waking up, wondering even the slightest movement. Hello? Is there anybody there? They've only been a possum or a raccoon, but might as well have been the devil. Because immediately I'm on edge. Just so damn frustrating.
What the hell? Must have fallen over last night. Or maybe it was something else. Let's see if you capture anything interesting. So far, I have to say, it's pretty inconclusive. Something definitely knocked the camera over for sure, but there's no trace of what it was here. And it doesn't seem to have been from any form of human intervention. It may well have either been a strong breeze or a small critter bumping off the tripod, but either way, at least my redneck pals didn't come around last night. And that in itself was a tremendous relief. Three, two, one. Despite what you may think, food is not your immediate priority in a survival situation. Depending on prevailing environmental conditions, water, shelter, and heat are. The human body can go for a month without food, but will only last 3 to 5 days without water. But here's a little tip if you really require that extra little intake of energy. Grass. Just pick it from an area where it's unlikely to be urinated or crapped on by any animals, and pop it in your mouth and chew. Now notice I said chew, not eat and swallow. Just chewing it to get all that chlorophyll. We don't have the enzymes in our stomachs to break down grass, but the chlorophyll contained within is still extremely good for the human body. What the hell? What is it now? God damn it! It's those assholes again. That's the same rifle fire I heard yesterday, and it sounds really close. You see, chlorophyll stimulates red blood cells, vastly improving oxygen supply to all cell and body tissues, which in turn has a knock-on effect on the brain, making the individual even more sharp and focused. Just the thing you need in a dire survival situation. God damn it! Will you give it up, assholes? I'm getting fucking sick of this! Fuck! They fired at me! Those motherfuckers actually fired at me! The hell with this. I'm out of here. You hear that, assholes? You win! I'm out of here! It seems I was so focused on being prepared for the indigenous wildlife, I overlooked something far more hazardous. The human element. This expedition is now officially over. There's 2, maybe even 3 or 4 pricks out there who like to fire live rounds at people. I'm out of here. It's become way too dangerous. So, here I am, limping home in defeat with my tail between my legs. No, let me rephrase that. In the interest of self-preservation, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge in an attempt to save my ass. It's not worth risking my life over. My intentions for coming out here were simple. Shoot a survival training video, and hopefully help my business in the process. Instead, it's turned into a fucking catalog of intimidation thanks to some no-good yokel poachers. The ironic thing is, when I set out here, people were warning me about the animals. Watch for the bears. Watch for the wolves. Avoid the moose. It's the people who should be carrying a health warning. Heck, I don't even know why I'm still recording this damn thing anymore. Habit, I suppose. It's all I've been doing since I got here. I've been on my feet for hours now, trying to reconnect with that trail I came in on. But I'm having problems finding it. There's no sign of it anywhere. I should have reached it by now. Oh well, comes with the territory. You're not human if you don't take a wrong turn out here. Time to backtrack. I've been backtracking for half an hour now. There's still no sign of that damn trail. That's what the woods do to you. If you're not being careful enough, you become disoriented. And I wasn't being careful enough. Fuck! Okay. Keep on trucking, Bailey. It's even starting to get dark.
Whether I like it or not, I'm gonna have to spend the night here. Tell you the truth, I'm exhausted. I couldn't go any further even if I wanted to.
What do you mean it's all over?
I mean, it's over, Todd. I'm not about to take a bullet for the sake of a promotional video.
Bailey, they were only playing games with you. That's all. You know these laid-back country folk and their weird sense of humor.
You call firing a .22 caliber slug within inches of my face the legacy of a weird sense of humor.
You know what I think? I think they're moonshiners. They probably have us still in the area somewhere and don't want you getting too close in case you see their entire operation. The shot was just to scare you off, and by the looks of things, it did a damn fine job.
You really believe that?
I'm telling you, just don't do anything hasty, okay, Bailey? We've come this far, and it'd be a shame to pull the plug now.
I've got Amber on the line, Todd.
Just have a rethink about it, okay?
Hey, how's it going?
It isn't.
What do you mean?
Remember those two hicks I was telling you about? The ones that were bothering me? They took a pot shot at me today.
Oh my god.
So come first light, I'm walking out of here.
Have you been hurt?
No, but it was too close for my liking. And it wasn't any accident, that's for sure.
Why would they do something like that?
I suspect it could be territorial behavior. Maybe they feel I'm trespassing here, I don't know. But they seem to have taken an instant dislike to me from the moment they saw what I was doing here. Maybe I could have handled my encounter with them a little better, but who gives a shit? I'm out of here tomorrow. I would have been home this evening, except I got a bit disoriented and had to backtrack.
Disoriented? You?
Hey, it happens. I'll pick up where I left off tomorrow.
Will I notify local search and rescue?
Amber, if you do that, so help me God, I will never speak to you again.
It was only a suggestion, because you said they'd fired at you.
Don't ever make those kind of suggestions to me, Amber. You know that by now. I can get out on my own steam. I don't need assistance from anyone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Look, I'm going to hit the hay. I want to get an early start in the morning. I'll see you tomorrow evening sometime.
Okay, good night then.
I'm having a little trouble sleeping. Again. But as I said before, as long as I'm lying down, getting even a small quote of rest, it'll help me a lot. I'm going to see if closing my eyes for a little bit will help. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. I woke to two surprises this morning. Firstly, this heavy downpour. It's been raining like this for hours now, and it's too heavy for me to travel in. As I'm not sure of the actual route out of here, I don't want to risk getting my clothes saturated. Secondly, when I went to bring my camera in out of the rain, I discovered it was gone. And I don't have to guess too hard where it is either. Clearly, those two inbred poachers have been around here again last night. So what that basically means is, I'm now down to my one and only camera. You.
The rain continued for 3 hours after I made that last clip. Can you believe that? 3 hours. Which is why you find me currently hiking as fast as I can to make up for lost time. But nothing can disguise the fact that I've sacrificed many precious hours this morning. Hours that could have been spent on foot. And I'm still having trouble finding that trail. I just hope I can locate it by nightfall. I'm seeing something up ahead. Looks like some sort of signpost or something. No, that ain't no signpost.
I know what this thing is. It's a motion-activated camera trap, or trail cameras they're also called. The kind used by conservationists and researchers to monitor animal movements in their natural habitat without direct interference. Whenever something passes in front of it, the infrared beam triggers a shutter release that snaps off a series of photographs. The LED display in the front tells you how many pictures are being taken. So far, this one's been sprung a total of 21 times. I don't know who'll be using one all the way out here or why, but I'm guessing it's the poachers, as hunters all over the world have been known to utilize them to track prey, which means I must still be in their general hunting area. Not good news at all. Worse still, I don't remember seeing one of these on my way in here 3 days ago. So presently, I'm still way off course. This old dog's been walking several hours. He now needs some rest. Fuck me. I'm even more dehydrated than I thought. That's the trouble with this climate. It's not too warm, it's not too cold. You'd be surprised how much water you'd lose in a given hour and you wouldn't even know about it. Great. Hello?
Bailey, how are things? What kind of progress are you making?
If by progress you're asking, have I made it out of the forest yet? Then the answer is no, I haven't. If you're asking, am I making good time? Then the answer is yes, I am.
I'm actually starting to get really worried about you.
Why?
You're obviously lost, but you refuse to accept it.
I told you already not to mention that word.
Well, it's true. Do you think you'll even make it home by this evening?
Not a chance, Amber.
Listen to me, Bailey. You really need assistance, whether you want to hear it or not.
Will you keep your panties on? It was raining from early morning for several hours. That's what held me up and why I'm still here. Only for that I'll be home by now. Jeez.
I really think I need to notify search and rescue.
Do not do that, Amber. I told you. I'm just a bit disoriented by the terrain.
Disoriented? Don't you mean lost?
What did I tell you already?
You could be walking around in circles and you might even know it. You're in denial, Bailey.
Final warning.
Because it's true. You've got 10 years of wilderness experience working against you. You're in a potential life or death situation, only you refuse to accept it. Why? Because you...
That's enough of that. I can't take any more. One thing you come to notice about nature when you spend enough time with it is it's complacency. It's indifference. It's neither for you nor against you. It doesn't care if you give up or die, or forge on and find a way out. It's just there. Watching the proceedings unfold with the calm detachment of a judge awaiting the guilty verdict from the jury. before he sends the accused to the hangman. Well, this accused ain't going to the hangman. This accused is going home.
Here I am, still on foot, and still no sign of that trail. Darkness is setting in, night can't be too far away, so I'm faced with a dilemma. Do I make camp and spend another goddamn night in this place, or keep pushing on till dawn? To hell with it. I'm not stopping. I don't much like the idea of spending another night here. Besides, chances are, if I stay on foot, I'll be out of here by morning anyway. So why bed down and waste whatever time I could have spent walking? That would be nuts. No. Onwards I go. Walking at nighttime through dense vegetation is not the most advisable thing to do under any circumstances. It's fraught with danger and the potential for lots of problems. From falling and breaking a limb, to getting lost, or being pounced on by a predator. If I'm being totally honest, I'm feeling really vulnerable right now. I forgot how intimidating the forest can be at nighttime. Especially when you're not in the false security of your tent. It's a calculated risk I'm taking. I don't particularly want to sit on my nuts for another night, which is why I feel better off on foot. On the other hand, there could be things out there right now that are watching me. Things that I myself can't see. And that idea in itself is really, really frightening. Hey, I'm actually making good time. I think I'll finally be out of here by morning. Did I just hear that? It sounded like someone hit him off a tree. Why would someone be out here in the middle of the night banging a stick off a tree? Could be someone signaling for help. Hello? Well, they stopped, so I guess they definitely heard me. Is anybody out there? I'm not getting any further response, so clearly they don't need my help. Starting up again. You know what? That's not anybody looking for help. I'm guessing it's my friends, the poachers. Playing games with me again. They know I'm out here on my own and on foot. They're trying to mess with my mind. Well, you know what? It ain't working. Let's give them a taste of their own medicine. Looks like they're beginning to realize that I'm onto them. Clearly they're up for it and have the entire night to hit the beat. But I don't. I've got ground to cover. So long, assholes.
was that? It sounded like a tree falling. Who the hell would be all the way out here cutting trees at this time of night? I didn't hear any cutting tools, no axe, no chainsaw, nothing. I'll push on. I've been walking along for the last 20 minutes with barely an incident. That is until a few seconds ago when I heard what sounded like twigs breaking on their foot. I think someone or something is following me. That was nearby. It sounded like it came over there on my left somewhere. I wonder where that came from. I don't think it'd be a grizzly. It'd make a hell of a lot more noise, that's for sure. This thing, whatever it is much more graceful on its feet. I'm thinking it could be a mountain lion. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's something over there behind the tree looking at me right now. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's no sign of aggression yet. I'm gonna turn the camera slowly so you can take a look. The eyes are set very apart. Be a mountain lion. I'm thinking it could be a grizzly. If it is, my best bet is to stand my ground and try to make myself look tall. Oh, fuck. It just growled at me. It just fucking growled at me. Oh, okay. Okay, buddy. I'm backing away. Backing away slowly. Back away. Back away. Oh, fuck. Back away. Back away. Okay, let's go. Oh, shit. So far, so good. Let that grouchy critter way back there. Seems to have left me be. Doesn't appear to have followed me, thank God. Come on, Warning, where are you? That was the longest night of my entire life. Stopped here around 4 this morning to rest. Ended up just sitting here. Didn't move an inch. Didn't sleep a wink either. Dawn couldn't come fast enough. As if that wasn't enough, I now find myself in the vicinity of not one, but 2 of those camera trap things that I saw yesterday. Clearly there's a lot of hunter activity in this area. Trouble is, I'm not seeing them. Well, I think they sure as hell are seeing me and watching my every move. Now that daylight is here, I can continue where I left off. Whatever happens, I have to make a concentrated effort to be out of here by sundown. I don't want to cross paths again with whatever that thing was from last night. Once was more than enough. Still on foot. Damn it, where's that trail? Where the fuck is it? Tell me! I must be going out of my mind because for the life of me, I cannot reconnect with that. Great. That's the last of my water. Fucking wonderful. Fuck it. Time to man up and swallow your pride, old boy. We've got a bit of a situation here. Amber?
Bailey?
Amber, listen. I'm sorry about my attitude yesterday. About what I said. You were right. As hard as it is for me to say this,
You need help, don't you?
I fucking need help, Amber. You have no idea how much help I need. I'm out of water. I'm totally fucking lost here. I'm wandering around in circles without the slightest idea where I'm going. It could be 5 yards or 5 miles from the nearest hiking trail, and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I'm fucked, Amber. You hear me? I'm fucked.
Bailey, listen. You gotta be calm, okay?
How can you expect me to be calm? I'm in deep shit. Whole trip has turned into a fucking nightmare. Amber, you've got to get me out of here. I'm not kidding.
Listen. You've got to get a grip of yourself, okay?
It's easy for you to say that, Amber. Safe indoors as you are. I'm out here, in this fucking place.
Bailey, you've got to relax. Now is not the time to go to pieces. Find some high ground with no cover, and you'll be easy to be seen from the air. I'm notifying the sheriff right now. He'll mobilize search and rescue, and they'll find you.
Okay.
Just get yourself to high ground and light the biggest fire you can.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Just be cool, okay?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be alright.
Are you sure?
God damn it, Amber, I said I'm gonna be okay!
Right then. I'm hanging up now and calling the sheriff.
Whatever anybody tells you about me, self-reliant out here, and not overly dependent on technology, I know for a fact I would be totally screwed if it wasn't for this phone. God damn it. Another goddamn camera trap set up. Fuck them and their trail cameras! Hello?
Is that you, Mr. Rhodes?
Yeah, it is. Who's this?
This is Sheriff Marvin Krantz.
Sheriff, thank God.
Are you injured, son?
No, I'm not. I just need to get out of this fucking wilderness.
You needn't worry about that. We've a chopper in the air looking for you as we speak, and a SAR unit has been mobilized.
Yes!
We'll find you, son. Don't worry.
Please hurry, Sheriff. There's some poachers following my every move. They even fired live rounds at me.
They're not poachers,
How do you know that?
because we've had complaints about them before. They're a couple of well-funded monster-hunting nuts. Rex and Tex Baxter. Two brothers that go around the world chasing myths and legends. They've been claiming for years there's a creature unknown to science in the region you're in right now. My guess is they've been using you as bait, trying to herd you into this alleged creature's territory in an attempt to flush it out. So they can photograph it, maybe even capture it.
Well, what you're describing would explain all the camera traps I've been seeing.
We've had claims from hikers and tourists alike about them using intimidation tactics, trying to force people to go deeper into the forest. They're ruthless, totally mercenary. They'll use any means necessary to fulfill their objective. They don't care. My guess is they've had their eyes on you from the moment you arrived there.
So they've been using me all along, and I've been doing everything that they want.
It would appear so, yes. Having said that, the gunfire's new. I've never heard of them doing that before. My guess is they're running out of sponsorship, getting desperate. so they'll stop at nothing until they reach their goal. They'll have a lot of explaining to do once I get my hands on them, that's for sure. It'll be a miracle if they don't end up doing time in the state pen. Just keep your distance from them and hang in there, son. And get your ass to high ground.
Will do, Sheriff. Will do. Oh, thank God. The higher ground we go. Fuck. This is proving more arduous than I thought. Trying to find higher ground is tough when you're stuck in this maze of forest thicket and everything looks the fucking same. Sheriff?
Did you get to some high ground yet?
I'm working on it.
Well, you'd want to work a bit faster. We'll be calling off the search in 1 hour.
What? 1 hour?
We're having a lot of trouble triangulating your cell phone signal. We'll resume again at first light.
But don't you have thermal cameras and forward-looking infrared for night searches?
Son, this is local. We're on a budget. The search party is comprised mostly of volunteers. They're ordinary citizens like you. I can't have them wandering around out there after dark. And unless you get a good signal fire going, there'll be no point in having a chopper in the air either.
A chopper? I've yet to even hear one.
We have a large area to cover.
But you can't just stop for the entire night. I want to get the fuck out of here, as of this moment, i.e. right fucking now, Sheriff.
Okay. Tell you what I'll do. I'll give you an additional hour.
Thank you, Sheriff, thanks.
But I mean it. 1 hour only. So I suggest you forget about high ground for now and get cracking on a fire right away.
Getting cracking as I speak. No time to fucking lose. I don't know what's happening, but I'm suddenly having a lot of trouble doing this. Fuck this method shit. Why didn't I just bring a box of goddamn matches or a propane lighter? Been doing this for years. Demonstrated to students numerous times. Numerous fucking times. And now I can't seem to get a fire going when I need one. Come on, light! Light, you bastard! My God damn it, light! Fuck! Fuck! I can't do it. I just can't do it. What use is having survival skills? They don't work for you when you actually need them. I might as well face it. Unless a miracle happens, I'll be bedding down here again tonight. I couldn't do it, Sheriff. I couldn't get a fire going.
Well, the place is probably still damp from all the rain we had today.
No, that's not it. Face it. I'm losing my nerve.
No.
Yes, that's what it is.
Well, you've been lost out there for a few days now. You've been through a lot. You have to expect a certain amount of mental and physical exhaustion to set in.
Well, I really do need some rest.
Then you do that. Retire early and relax. The search resumes at dawn. We should be able to trace your cell phone signal then.
Okay, Sheriff. Maybe I'm not cut out for this shit anymore. Maybe it's time I started thinking about a career. Like actually getting one.
I hope you're still shooting footage.
Yeah, that's about all I can do up here.
That's good because I got some cool news for you. I told the TV producer about your predicament, and he said he'd be interested in using all the material you shot thus far in a documentary. Is that cool or what? Well, isn't it? Jesus, you're going out of control with your enthusiasm there.
Look, I've got Amber on the other line, Todd. I'll get back to you. Hey, baby.
How are you doing up there?
I'm really pissed off, honey.
Be patient. They'll be out there looking for you first thing in the morning.
I know. It's just... Jesus, I was certain I'd be home by now.
I know, it's hard on all of us. Just hang in there till morning, okay?
I'll sure as hell try. Okay, it's almost 3 a.m. I was in almost coma-like sleep when I was woken by the sounds of objects hitting off the canopy of my tent. I went out, and I found these. Someone out there is throwing stones at my tent. See? There it goes again. Fuck off, you hear me? I'm not afraid of you! Looks like a black bear. I can't be sure, cause it ain't no bear that's been throwing stones. Whatever it was, it seems to have stopped now. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Keyword being try. I managed to get a light sleep. Maybe 25 minutes. When I was woken by the sounds of heavy footsteps outside. I don't know what it is that's wandering about out there, but is it grizzly? Checking my fence right about now. There ain't no fucking grizzly out there. Whatever it is, just step right over my goddamn fence as if it wasn't there. Fuck, it's right outside my fucking tent. Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Fuck! Oh, fuck! Get the fuck away from me! Get the fuck away from me! Fuck! Shit. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. What the hell? Sounds like trees falling. It's getting louder. So that means it's getting closer. Oh shit! Shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh my god! What the fuck? Fuck! I've been running solid for an hour non-stop. Hopefully I left that thing
Whatever it was, way back there. I haven't heard a thing since. Oh, God. I need to stop and catch my breath. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but I want to put as much distance between it and me as possible. Why did I come out here? Why? Oh, what the fuck? Fucking thing was deliberately tracking me. I think it's gone. For now. Oh, fuck. I'm pretty sure this is the way to my campsite. I've been on foot for a while now, so it can't be too much farther ahead. I think I see it just in front of me. Oh, God, no. No! I don't believe this. It's been thrashed. Everything has been totally thrashed. Fuck. Wait, maybe my phone is still around here somewhere. Oh, fuck it. This is what's left of my phone. Oh, damn. Well, I'm gonna salvage what I can and make tracks. There's nothing more I can do here. Yet another one of those trail cameras. Those Baxter brothers put these things all over the place, thinking something was hiding out in these woods. And after my experience last night, now I'm a believer too. Instead of beating the shit out of this, like I almost did the last one, I'm gonna do what I should have done from day one. Luckily, my stills camera was one of the few things to survive the thrashing my camp took last night. Their trap triggered 6 times and I've taken the memory card out of it. Maybe I'll be able to see exactly what's going on here. What the hell was that?
I don't know what the hell that thing was. It could be what I saw and heard last night. But it definitely raises more questions than it answers. Look at this place. What the fuck? I don't believe this. Trees are leveled everywhere you look. They'll be knocked over as if hit by a hurricane. I have no clue what's going on here. There's something up ahead. What the hell? Wow. 2 packs here. That leaves me in no doubt of who owns this campsite. It was 2 monster hunters. If they were here when this happened, there's nothing much I can do for them. Not much I can use here. Except, however, it's still working. Fairly average 2-way radio. Hello? This is Bailey Rhodes. I'm lost in Lolo National Forest and in need of assistance. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Is anyone out there? I've got to get out of here. That thing could still be around. Anybody there? Over? Hello?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who's this?
I'm sorry.
Tell me who you are. Who are you?
It killed him.
What?
Help, please help.
Are you one of the Baxter brothers? Where are you? Tell me where you are. Hello? Hello? I don't know what the fuck that was all about. Never heard back from that person again, whoever he was. Radio's been silent ever since. And I don't know where I'm walking anymore. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. The list goes on. I don't know what I'm doing. Frankly, I don't give a shit. I just don't care anymore. Fuck this. Fuck the woods. Fuck everything. That was not my radio.
Jesus. It's close by. Hello? What the fuck? There's that knocking sound again. It's all around me. It's fucking everywhere. Shit. Oh, fuck. Ah!